Hello, 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 and welcome back to JenHannagans. We need to get away from that intro, but I'm not sure what to put it in. This is going to be another meal prep. Now, if you saw our last video, which not a lot of you watched, go watch it, please. We need to get views up, because eventually I'd like to make money off of YouTube, at least enough to pay for groceries. That would be nice. Anyway, in our last video, at least the last meal prep video that we posted, may have done the room tour of the girls in between now and anyway. Jen and I are dedicating 2024 to going as whole foods as possible, deciding what that means for us, and trying to figure out how to make our lives easier with that. If you've been here, you know we have been on a weight loss health journey for this year makes 5 years in April. We've lost a lot of weight in the beginning. We maintained that weight loss. There has been a lot happen. But we want to get back to losing weight. But more than losing weight, we are wanting to better our health. And it has been in our minds for a long time that we needed to do away with processed foods. But that's difficult to do. Jen is a mom. She has 6 kids, a job, she's a pastor's wife. I have 3 dogs, my parents, a full-time job, Sunday school teacher. I'm always on the run, and it can be difficult to eat the best. So we found a YouTuber, I think it was Downshiftology, and she meal prepped components so that you can mix and match. We did that last time. We found a couple things. We did pulled pork. Doesn't seem as versatile to us as chicken. And we overcooked our lentils, but they were delicious. Figured out I don't hate hummus. What else? We forget about the hard-boiled eggs. Kind of because a cold egg is not what we want in winter. And as much as we're over winter, it is still winter here. So we're trying this again. So this time, I'm filming this on a Saturday. I went to the store and I got groceries today. Jen is not available today. She's got family stuff and all kinds of things that she's doing today. So I decided to go to the store, get everything that we need, prep the food, and see realistically how much time does it take me, how much does it cost, and we're going to see if this works. So this week, what I am prepping is I'm going to try overnight oats. I've never done that before. I'm going to do a blueberry muffin overnight oat and an apple pie overnight oat. And then what else? I'm going to roast vegetables. We don't like roasted broccoli, rather have the steamables with that, but I do like roasted carrots and onions. We will eat those. And roasted sweet potato is always good. The slabs are okay, but prefer chunks, so I'm going to chunk up some sweet potato, roast all of that. I'm going to prep chicken. Because I don't like touching raw meat, I'm putting chicken breast and chicken thighs in the Instapot with some onion, some salt and pepper, and some broth, and I'm going to cook it and then shred it up. What else? Overnight oats, roasted vegetables, the chicken, rice. I am prepping jasmine rice this time. So, went to the store, got almost all of it at Aldi. The only thing I had to get at Walmart was rolled oats because Aldi only had the quick cooking oats. So I added it all up, and the total for the things that I'm prepping, which will probably be about 4 days worth of meals for 2 people, is $50. That comes out to like $6 a day. It's actually a little under $50, but I rounded it up because I am going to be using honey, which I already had on hand. So here's the meal prep. And we'll see how much food I get out of it at the end. So here's what we're working with. Carrots, sweet potatoes, lemon, apple, frozen blueberries, Kodiak protein, jasmine rice, chicken. One other thing. This light. There we go. Here. Oh, I'm working on balloons for Valentine's Day. Balloon bouquets. One other thing. I wanted to see how much it would cost. I'll give you the full breakdown at the end. And I wanted to see how long it would take me. So I'm going to set a stopwatch and time how long I have to actively be cooking things, cutting, prepping, all of that stuff from beginning to end. So here we go. Let's hope I remember to turn that off. Okay, and the Instant Pot is now 7 pounds of chicken and 2 large onions with salt and pepper and garlic powder. That's a really good base for chicken, and then you can change it into whatever you want. If y'all work with like pulled pork and pork tenderloin, anything like that, and you prep it beforehand, tell me, what do you do with it? Like, how do you switch it up so it doesn't feel like you're eating the same thing all the time? Let me know. But the chicken's going, I'm gonna start peeling and dicing the sweet potato. So what we now have is 2 pounds and 9 ounces of cubed sweet potato. Sorry for the light streaming behind me. What I'm doing is I've got a 1/4 cup of olive oil to go on the sweet potatoes, and I'm saving a little bit of that for the carrots, and salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I'm seasoning everything well with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, but I'm not going to do any other seasonings because as we eat this through the week, we want to be able to switch it up. And this is a really good base. So sweet potatoes and onions are going in first, and then I'm going to add the carrots in later, after about 10 minutes. Parchment paper on your pans. Sorry if that's loud. Parchment paper on your pans. Makes cleanup so much easier. Anyway, we are at like 32 minutes total in right now on the prep, which is not bad. That's dicing and chopping and peeling. I can't think of the word. I did not touch the chicken. I don't like touching chicken. When it's done cooking, I may save some of it to slice up, but I'm going to shred most of it. Do you guys know the tip with shredded chicken, or how to shred meats really easily and without a lot of mess? I'm sure you do. It's not like Jen and I are experts. We're absolutely not. However, we have learned a thing or two. I'm going to get this in the oven, and then I'm going to, what should I do next? Wash the rice, I think, and start the rice boiling, because that takes about 20 minutes to cook. I'll save some of that for when I put the carrots on. Into the oven we go. Okay, rice is on. I'm cooking 12 servings of rice. That's because I'm also making rice for my family to have a couple meals, so we'll end up with about 4 servings each. Just rinse the rice until the water runs clear, and then follow the package directions, which is bring it to a boil. Once it's at a boil, reduce it to simmer, cover it, and leave it for 20 minutes. And then you remove it from the heat, fluff it up, and let it stand for another 10. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the timer on the sweet potatoes for 10 minutes because I totally forgot, but it only took like 2 minutes to do that, so that's fine. And I'm gonna take a small break before I start prepping the overnight oats stuff. We're at 46 minutes of prep time. Okay, carrots are in, rice is going, and I'm about to make the overnight oats. Now, I got 20 minutes on the rice, 20 minutes on the roasted vegetables, 25 minutes on the meat until it's done, and then it has to release steam. Yeah. Can you believe in the 5 years Jen and I have been doing this, we've never done overnight oats? So we're going to try. I'm going to do easy overnight oats. We're going to do an apple pie version and blueberry lemon muffin. So I'm going to get that stuff ready. Now it calls for glass containers. I don't have glass containers. So I got these. If we like overnight oats, I'll end up getting glass containers. I think I'm going to do 2 each for both of us. So I'm going to start with the basics, and then I'm going to put the other stuff in. So this recipe is for half a cup of oats and half a cup of milk. So I'm going to use the Kodiak protein oats and almond milk because that's the milk that Jen prefers. So we're going to start there. I'm going to put a half a cup of each in. And then I have to zest some lemon and peel and well, I'm not going to peel. Just dice up some apples and get the blueberries out of the freezer. So, have you guys done overnight oats? I'm sure you have. It's a whole thing. There's now overnight oats a company, and there's all kinds of stuff. I don't get it. Maybe I'll get it after this. Also, do you heat them up the next day? Some people do, some people don't. Let me know, because we're just trying this out. We're trying to make our life as easy as possible. While I like eggs, I don't really like cooking eggs in the morning. And I've got to start going into the office again. If I'm going in the office, I'm getting up at like 5 or 6 a.m. That's not exactly when I want to be cooking. It's also not when I want to be eating at all. And so, I don't know. I'm looking for something different. I'm looking for a change and to be the best I can be. So, I've got these all prepared. I'm going to start zesting a lemon and chopping apples. I'm probably not going to show you guys that. I'll show you when I do the rest of the assembly. Okay. 1 apple diced up equals 4 servings of this. A 1/4 cup of blueberries. I zested 1 lemon because in the blueberry you're supposed to put a teaspoon? Yeah, a teaspoon of lemon zest. So zested 1 lemon going in. I love the smell of fresh zest, but I very rarely do it. But if we are going to go whole foods and limit our processed foods, kind of like when we limited our sugar intake, we got to cook more. I'm going to take this lemon and I'm going to put it into my water. Okay, a couple of things I'm doing different. The recipe for the apple pie is a 1/4 cup diced apples, a tablespoon of pecans. I'm not doing pecans, personal preference, and also I just didn't have it. What else? 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. I'm using honey instead. And a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, but I don't have cinnamon, so I'm using pumpkin pie spice. I swear I had cinnamon. But cinnamon's one of those go-tos, so we're just going to use pumpkin pie spice. Because I was thinking, you know, cinnamon and nutmeg should always go together, so why would you only put one? And when I couldn't find the cinnamon, I'm like, well, cinnamon and nutmeg is pumpkin pie spice, so basically. So okay, the honey. I need to do the honey. But the honey is 2 teaspoons in that, and then 2 teaspoons of honey and all the blueberries. So honey it up. Isn't 2 teaspoons a tablespoon? Isn't that what it is? I don't know. Conversions are not my thing. But here we go. Apple pie, stir it up. Put it in the fridge, apparently. This recipe says that they can store for up to 5 days, which is perfect because I only made 4 days worth. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I will tell you, Jen and I would like to make money on this channel, but we don't have enough subscribers yet. Actually, we have enough subscribers. We don't have enough views. There's watch time and all kinds of stuff. My goal for YouTube would be eventually for it to make us our grocery money, because that would help us both out. But, so, like, subscribe, share with a friend. Please give me any tips and tricks you have. Tips and tricks you have for going more whole foods, because we could use them. Just got done with that, and my timer's going off, which means my rice is done, at least with cooking. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. It also means I need to take out the roasted vegetables. So, cover that and get it out of my way. Let's check on I need a fork. This could take another 5 minutes or so. Which, anybody want to guess how much time is left on my Instapot? Okay. Right there. That's all the roasted vegetables. They are out. The Instapot is releasing its stuff. The overnight oats are done. The rice is done. I made myself a snack. If you've seen our shorts, we're really liking bananas with almond butter and honey. I diced up an extra apple, so I added a little granola, and I'm eating that. I will see you when the chicken is ready to be dealt with. So the chicken's done, and I was going to show you guys, you just put it in the mixer and mix it, but it's so tender I can just do this and it shreds. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shred it up. Carradin's been making fun of the way I talk lately, and it's just been making me do funny voices. So, okay, 1 hour and 25 minutes of prepping and cooking later. And we have each about 2 pounds of chicken. I took some out for my family's supper tonight. We each have 4 cups of cooked rice. I portioned mine out. I just shoved all hers into a container. We each have a good chunk of very delicious carrots, sweet potato, and onion. We each have 2 blueberry muffin and 2 apple pie overnight oats. Okay, friends, that is all for today. So I told you I'm trying to figure out, will this work for our lifestyle? What does it mean time-wise and dollar-wise and nutrition-wise, all the things. So today was a bit of a science experiment for all of it, but this is where we come out, okay? It's about $50 total to make all this stuff for 2 people to eat for 4-ish days. Now, I bought an entire bag of apples, entire bag of lemons, and only used 1 apple and 1 lemon out of them. I cooked jasmine rice, but a lot of it, I used some of the chicken and some of the rice for our dinner tonight. So you're figuring 8 days worth of food plus. It's probably, I don't know. Anyway, took about an hour and a half, everything told. That's doing all of the prep and all of the cooking. My time was an hour and a half. Now, what we ended up with, we each ended up with about 2 pounds of cooked chicken, 4 cups of cooked rice, 4 or 5 servings of roasted vegetables, 2 servings of apple pie oatmeal, and 2 servings of blueberry muffin overnight oats. And because it's a science experiment and I wanted more numbers, I went ahead and put them in the recipe builder, some of the things I did on healthy, to figure out how many bites, calories, carbs, protein, because I'm tracking all of that right now if we ate everything. So if we ate 4 ounces of chicken, which I figure at 2 ounces breast, 2 ounces of thighs, you're looking at 187 calories in 31.4 grams of protein. The oats, the overnight oats, both the apple pie and the blueberry muffin, both of those came in at 9 bites. 291 calories for the apple pie, 287 calories for blueberry muffin. So it's basically the same. They both had 11 grams of protein. Apple pie had 52 grams of carbs. Blueberry muffin had 50 grams of carbs. A cup of jasmine rice is 6 bites. It is 205 calories, 44.5 grams of carbs, and 4.3 grams of protein. Roasted vegetables come out to 5 bites because of the sweet potato. 170 calories, 25 carbs, and 3 grams of protein. It's because of the sweet potato and the olive oil. So, if we were to eat both oatmeals, 4 ounces of chicken, a cup of rice, and a serving of the mixed vegetables, the roasted vegetables, in a day, and nothing else, we'd be looking at 26 bites, 951 calories, 50 grams of protein, 143 carbs, and 21.5 grams of fat. Now, we are going to add other things to this. There will be other elements. Probably some days we'll have eggs. We're not going to eat 2 servings of oatmeal in a day. So, obviously, other things will be added in. But that's not bad. I should figure out how much per serving everything comes out to. But, hold on. Okay. My math probably doesn't make any sense to anyone else, but I figure 8 servings of rice, 8 servings of oats, about 6 servings of vegetables, and about 12 servings of chicken. And divide that by $50 total. It's about $1.47 for one serving of whatever. Now, that doesn't really make much difference, but it does come out to basically, if we do 4 days worth of meals, we're eating cheap. So, like I said, other things will be added into that, but this is what we're trying this week. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, turn on the bell notification, comment all the things down below. What overnight oats are your favorite? What do you do with pulled pork to make it different each time? Is there anything you like to prep that I didn't? Let me know. Bye.